What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here for a well overdue mail day. These are some pre-national pickups. Some of these actually date back from about a month ago because it has been a hot minute. I haven't been buying a ton, but I did. A couple things popped up that just don't show up very often that I kind of ran across, so had to pull the trigger on it. We got about 5 or 6 cards here. A couple of them, one of them was a local show pickup, one of them was a online purchase, and then a couple eBay grabs. So we'll just go ahead and get into it here. First up, the gamble, if you will, of this group. As of time of recording, I'm recording this Sunday afternoon to post prior to the National. We still don't know exactly what's going on with a lot of the top quarterbacks from this past NFL draft. Are they Panini? Are they going to be in Panini products for autographs? Are they not? Are they Fanatics exclusive? There's still a whole lot we don't know. So the rumor seems to be that they are going to be Fanatics exclusive, but maybe Panini has some stickers laying around that they can use for stuff. Once again, this is 100% a gamble. Panini Instant put up their rookie premier autos for some of the players, and I decided to grab a CJ Stroud. These were $300. It is numbered, weird numbering, numbered to 391. The Bryce Young was numbered to a completely different number. It was like 198 or something weird, which once again kind of makes me think they might have a very weird supply of stickers floating around out there. So I'm normally not a super huge instant card guy. I do like some of the stuff Topps is doing for Topps now. This is something I would never typically buy, though. I thought it was worth the chance that it ends up coming out that he is going to be Fanatics exclusive. Because if that is the case, this could be, we don't know for sure yet, this could be one of his only, if not his only, rookie autograph cards with him in a Texans uniform. So I figured it was worth the shot. If that is the case, that makes this pretty rare and pretty unique. If it is not the case, I feel like I could probably move out of it for about what I put into it, maybe take a slight loss on it. But I was willing to roll the dice on it. I don't think I'm going to get this graded. I think it does look pretty clean. It's hard to tell from inside the mag, but centering looks decent. Corners look decent. It might be ever so slightly OC. But people love sealed Panini mags and top stuff. Anything with a seal on it from the manufacturer almost gives it a little extra juice. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I am praying that this week Fanatics announces that these guys are exclusive to them and there will not be pack-pulled autos of these guys in Panini product, and that would spike this card. Taking it to the National, we will see what happens. So I'm into this for $300. Worst case scenario, it's a sticker auto of one of the top quarterbacks in this year's NFL draft coming out. I actually kind of like Stroud of the rookie quarterbacks. He's probably my favorite. I like him better than Bryce Young. So we'll see what happens. Next, we have some PC stuff. 3 PC cards here that I picked up. Most of these were dating back to about a month ago. I picked these up in late June, but I just haven't gotten around to doing a video on it yet. All Manny Ramirez. The first one is a Manny Ramirez 1999 Upper Deck MVP, but this is the superscript. So it's got the foiled silver signature on there. It's not an actual auto, it's just embossed on the card. But these are numbered out of 25. I picked this up raw. It actually looks really clean. I think this is a solid PSA 9 with a shot at maybe being a 10, but it is very, very clean. I got this for $165, I believe, somewhere right in that range. Once again, number to 25. Don't obviously pop up a ton, but had to snag this one. I really just liked the way this looked with the holographic signature on it. And the fact that it was numbered to 25 kind of made it a no-brainer, so we went ahead and grabbed that one. We'll save that one for last. Next, a classic card for the burgeoning Manny Ramirez collection. We have a 1999 EX Century Essential Credentials This one is the now numbered out of 90. This is in a PSA 9. Obviously, Essential Credentials are extremely popular. It's always fun looking at the Manny stuff and comparing it to like what Griffey goes for. Obviously, completely different leagues of players, but it's crazy how much Griffey stuff sells for in these 90s inserts and how much the Ramirez stuff goes for comparatively. I picked this up for $380, I think it was, give or take. I don't remember what the pop report looks like on this. Obviously, it's numbered to 90, so there's not a ton of them, but Essential Credentials is one of the most iconic inserts out of 90s stuff, and also fairly condition sensitive. This one went through the eBay authenticity program. I just never bothered to take it out of the mag, or out of the their plastic case that they put it in, or team bag rather. So that is the Ramirez Essential Credentials. Really nice, clean looking card. Local show pickup. Picked this up at the last Hartville show. Saw this in Shag Sports Cards. Had this in their case. They have a local shop to me as well in North Canton that I try to go to on occasion. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I was comping. Like he saw me on my phone and he's like, "You're looking up the dual auto, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." How'd you know? And he's like, "I just felt like that would be something you would look at." So he had this. I'm a really big Game of Thrones fan. I don't really have a ton of Game of Thrones cards, but this Jaime Lannister and Bronn in a dual auto, Nicola Coster-Waldau and Jerome Flynn as the two actors, in a PSA 10, no less. But I just had to have this. I love to me, one of the best parts of Game of Thrones was the pairings that you would get as the show went on over the years. The show was really good, especially obviously the ending sucked, but in the early years, it was really, really good about taking two different characters that you didn't think should be connected for parts of the story and mashing them together, and it just worked. This is one of those cases. There's countless others, but to have them on a dual autograph, I thought was really, really cool, and it's kind of sent me down this rabbit hole of looking for other Game of Thrones autos. That's one of the things I'm probably going to have my eye out for at the National. I picked this up. He had it stickered for $300. I offered $250 on it, or we went back and forth, or I think I said, you know, what are you looking for? And we settled on $250, which is kind of where I wanted to be at on it. There wasn't really a ton of comps on this at the time that I bought it. Since I bought it, one has sold raw for like $175, I think. So I feel pretty good about getting this at $250. It seemed like a pretty fair price. Two of the main, Jaime more of a main character, Bronn not so much, but two of the probably more favorite characters from the show. So excited to add this one into the PC as well. That one will be getting tucked away, but really cool dual auto there. I'm a big fan of dual autographs. Last but not least, one of probably the rarest cards I have. I guess not. I mean, it's numbered to 25. Well, estimated numbered to 25, but just a cool and crazy story about this. And if someone knows more about this, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. Manny Ramirez Stand and Deliver with red letters. I think I showed this on live streams. I don't think I've shown this on an actual video yet. But this one, so the Stand and Deliver, the way I understand it, and once again, someone in the comments can correct me, there was a base level, which was silver with gold letters, that was inserted into packs. It was, I believe, a 24 card set with the cards essentially associating with the favorites for the World Series, and then 4 wild cards. And you could redeem the cards for a special set if the team won the World Series or something crazy like that. Once again, look this up. I'm probably missing some details here. So the Marlins won the World Series that year, which means the 4 wild cards were the winner. So if you sent those in, you essentially got a gold with silver letters set. The gold with silver letters, the estimated print run is 225 from what I could see online. The gold with red letters is believed that it was the first 25 sets redeemed got the gold with red letters. So the estimated print run on this is 25, and it was sent to you in a frame. I saw a picture of it online where it was actually sent in a frame with the whole set framed out. Now, I don't know if the 25 print run is accurate or not. The pop report on this thing is like nothing. My general rule of thumb, because I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a 90s expert, but my general rule of thumb is when I'm looking at something that's like potentially rare for Manny Ramirez stuff, I go look at the Griffey pop report because they have a million cards that overlap each other. So I go look at the Griffey pop report and see, okay, how many Griffeys are graded, because Griffey is going to be the most graded card by a mile of any 90s card when it comes to baseball. It's not even going to be close. So if I see that the Griffey pop count is super low, that's a little tell to me that the Ramirez is probably also super rare. So when you look at this one up, I believe it's pop 2 total, all graded on the Ramirez. I could be wrong on that. It's been a few weeks since I looked. And I went and looked up the Griffey, and the Griffey is the same thing. It is also a pop 2. I got that for like 175, I think it was. I'm sorry, 250. 250 I got this for. The Griffey sells for thousands in this one. And I looked at the PSA pop report for the gold with red letters, and I don't think any single card in the entire checklist had a higher pop than like 2 or 3. So they have to be super rare. Even if we look on eBay searches, there's not a ton out there for these. So I just thought that was a cool, unique pickup. It was one that I saw pop up on, I have a saved eBay search for essentially Manny Ramirez PSA slabs. And I saw it pop up and I'm like, I've never seen this one before. I've heard of this, but I'm not super familiar with it. So I did a deep dive on it and decided, okay, while the auction was running, I'm like, I got to nail this one. So went to the mat, got it for around 250, but probably one of the more rare cards I have in the Manny Ramirez collection. I have some rarity, some artificial rarity, as in, pop 1, pop 2 on the PSA pop report. But a lot of that is just because a lot of people aren't grading random Ramirez Topps Chrome refractors and stuff like that. This, on the other hand, appears to be pretty rare, just given what the Griffey pop count looks like on those. So that is all I have for you, boys and girls, today. A little pre-national pickups. We got a couple Manny Ramirez cards, a Game of Thrones dual auto, and a football spec play in the CJ Stroud sticker auto from Panini Instant. I have also picked up, you saw these in the ComC video that I did, my Ellie De La Cruz, the cycle Topps Now came in. And then my ones, they shipped. They should get here tomorrow, actually, being Monday. The one of him stealing home in that 3 steals and 2 pitches or whatever it was, those show up on Monday. So I'll probably be sending out a PSA bulk order right when I get back from the National with all that stuff in it. I sent a couple of them off to test off the ComC thing, but I also wanted to send some off on my own. I just needed to get to the 20 card minimum, so hopefully PSA will roll out a special to start the new year. I have a few other things that need to go out in that as well. So like I said, that's all I got for you. Tomorrow, probably a little national preview video, since it'll be the Wednesday of the National. I'll be making the trip out there, and then we're off and running. We're in the thick of it. Catch you, boys and girls, on the next one. Peace.